Let's be real for a second. You know you should be saving for the future. You've known that for a long time. But somehow, you keep telling yourself, I'll start next month, once things calm down, after this expense. And look, it's not like you're careless with money. You pay your bills, you handle responsibilities. You're not clueless. But saving for the future keeps getting delayed. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. And this isn't a motivation problem. It's not a discipline problem either. It's something much more predictable than that. Here's the thing most people get wrong about saving. They assume people don't save because they don't care enough. That's not true. People care. They think about it. They worry about it. They even feel guilty about it. So caring isn't the issue. The issue is how the brain treats the future. Your brain treats present problems very differently than future ones. Rent feels urgent. Groceries feel urgent. Bills feel urgent. But saving for the future? That feels abstract, distant, optional. So your brain quietly says, this isn't urgent. I can deal with it later. And the dangerous part is, that thought feels reasonable. That's where the delay begins. At one point, I tried fixing this the obvious way. I told myself I just needed to be more disciplined, that I'd save whatever was left at the end of the month. And every month, there was nothing left. Not because I spent recklessly, but because life always expanded to fill the space. Something unexpected came up. Something felt necessary. Something felt justified. And slowly, I realized something uncomfortable. The problem wasn't effort. It was timing. Saving at the end of the month meant saving only if life allowed it. And life almost never does. Later turned out to be the real trap. Because later doesn't sound like avoidance. Later sounds responsible. But here's what later actually means in real life. Later means after bills, after emergencies, after stress, after comfort. Later means saving always comes last. And life always finds something that needs to be paid first. So saving doesn't lose because you choose something else. It loses because it never gets its turn. That's why so many people say, I know I should save, but I keep putting it off. I keep delaying saving for the future. I'll start saving later somehow. Those aren't excuses. They're accurate descriptions of a system that never changed. Here's a number that should make you pause. A large number of working adults don't even have 1 month of expenses saved. Not because they're reckless, not because they don't earn, but because saving always felt like something they would get to. And here's the scary part. Most of them genuinely believed they would start soon. That's optimism bias. We imagine future us being more disciplined, more organized, more motivated. Future us always looks impressive. Present us has to deal with reality. Let's look at the math. Slowly and without pressure. Imagine saving $200 a month. Not extreme, not aggressive, just consistent. That's $2,400 in a year. Now imagine delaying that by 2 years. You don't just miss $4,800, you miss time. And time is the one thing you can't catch up on later. That's when things change emotionally. Because once people feel behind, saving stops feeling calm. It starts feeling heavy. And when something feels heavy, most people freeze. Here's the loop most people are stuck in. I should save. I'll do it when things feel stable. Things never feel stable, so nothing happens. Then guilt builds. And guilt quietly turns into avoidance. What matters here is this: no one decides to fail. The system just never changes. One belief causes more damage than almost anything else. I'll start saving once things stabilize. But stability isn't a destination. It's a moving target. Life doesn't pause so you can catch up. People who save consistently don't wait for stability. They create stability because they save. Saving isn't the reward for feeling secure. Feeling secure often comes after saving starts. This is also why motivation doesn't work. Motivation fades the moment life gets uncomfortable. And life always gets uncomfortable. So if saving depends on motivation, discipline, or remembering, it's fragile by design. Systems aren't. The real shift happens when you remove the decision. You don't save when it feels right. You save before you can decide not to. Automatically, quietly. Boring. When saving is a decision, emotions interfere. When saving is a system, emotions don't matter. The real cost of delaying saving isn't something you feel today. You feel it later. You feel it when every dollar already has a job. When catching up feels stressful instead of calm. When saving stops feeling optional and starts feeling heavy. That's why starting small earlier matters more than starting big later. Not for the math, for the peace of mind. Before you scroll away, do one small thing right now. Not later, not tomorrow. If you can, pause this video for 60 seconds. Open your banking app and move any amount, $25, $50, $100, or $200 into a savings account. Not because the amount will change your life, but because acting now breaks the habit of later. This is how saving stops being an idea and starts being real. And if you did it, comment "Done." Not for me, for yourself.